What if an ancient civilization left behind massive messages meant to be seen only from the sky? Deep in the Peruvian desert lie the Nazca lines, giant shapes etched into the earth, invisible from the ground but unmistakable from above. Who made them? Why are they there? And the biggest question of all, were they messages to the gods or something else entirely? Welcome to the Nazca Desert in southern Peru, home to one of the world's greatest archaeological mysteries, the Nazca Lines. Discovered from the air in the 1920s, these massive geoglyphs stretch across nearly 200 square miles of desert. Some are simple lines, others are complex designs. Monkeys, hummingbirds, even what looks like a giant astronaut. But here's the mystery. These figures are so large they can only be fully seen from high above, and yet they were made by a civilization that had no way of flying. Over the years, theories have exploded, from religious ceremonies and astronomical calendars to alien landing strips and coded messages to gods in the sky. So, what's the truth behind these massive ancient etchings? To start unraveling the mystery, we need to go back over 2,000 years to the Nazca civilization, which thrived between 200 BCE and 600 CE. The Nazca people were expert farmers, potters, and engineers. They built underground aqueducts called puquios that still work today. Creating the lines may sound simple. They just move dark stones aside to reveal the lighter-colored soil beneath. But what's astonishing is the precision. Many of these designs are perfectly proportioned. Some lines run arrow straight for miles, even over uneven terrain. How did they achieve that without being able to see the entire image? Researchers believe the Nazca used grids, wooden stakes, and ropes to map out their enormous designs. They worked on the ground, but with stunning accuracy, as if they had an aerial view. Even today, modern recreations using Nazca techniques have confirmed how impressive this feat really was. The designs themselves are incredibly varied: spirals, trapezoids, birds, fish, monkeys, spiders, even abstract humanoid figures. And they weren't just random drawings. Many appear to have symbolic meaning. So, what were these giant symbols for? One major theory is that they were ritual pathways. People may have walked these lines during religious ceremonies, perhaps to appeal to gods for water in a brutally dry climate. Some of the figures, like the hummingbird and spider, may represent fertility or natural forces. Another theory ties the lines to astronomy. Researchers like Maria Reich spent decades studying the Nazca lines, believing that some of them align with celestial bodies. For example, certain lines point to the position of the sun during solstices. Could the desert have been a kind of astronomical observatory? Then there's the theory that keeps popping up in documentaries and conspiracy forums alike, that the Nazca lines were made for extraterrestrial visitors. Proponents of this idea point to figures like the so-called astronaut geoglyph, an oddly shaped humanoid with big eyes and what looks like a helmet. Skeptics dismiss this theory, arguing that it's based more on imagination than evidence. But here's the kicker. None of the mainstream theories explain all of the designs. Some align with stars, some with water, some appear purely decorative. It's likely the Nazca lines had multiple meanings: religious, practical, and symbolic, all layered together. Whatever their purpose, one thing is clear. The Nazca lines weren't just art. They were part of a cultural worldview that saw the landscape, sky, and spirit world as deeply interconnected. In a place where water was life, aligning your rituals with the heavens and marking the earth with symbols may have been a way to ensure survival. The Nazca saw the desert not as empty but sacred. They transformed it into a living canvas. And yet, modern research keeps raising new questions. In recent years, Japanese archaeologists and satellite imagery have uncovered dozens of previously unknown geoglyphs, including some much older than the classic Nazca style. This suggests that the practice may have begun with earlier cultures and evolved over centuries. So, are the Nazca lines messages to the gods, sacred maps, solar calendars, ancient art? The truth might be a blend of all these ideas, or something we haven't even considered yet. What makes the Nazca lines so compelling isn't just their scale or even the mystery, it's what they tell us about human creativity and belief. This civilization used the land itself as a message board, a ritual stage, and perhaps a sacred offering. Even now, standing in the desert, you can't see the full picture. Only from above does the message become clear. And even then, we're still left wondering, who was supposed to read it? What do you think the Nazca lines really mean? Drop your theories in the comments. And if you love exploring ancient mysteries and archaeological wonders, hit subscribe and check out our other videos. There's so much more to uncover.